Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today our group will present about our research for FYP, which is online food delivery services of COVID-19 effect. My name is Nuruldina binti Yuzairi. My matrix number is 1030. And today I'm going to present about chapter 1, which is the introduction. So, for our research, the rise of online food delivery has changed the way that many consumers and food suppliers interact, and the sustainability impacts defined by three pillars of economic, social, and environmental of this change have yet to be comprehensively assessed. After the pandemic of COVID-19, food delivery has become more important to the community to order food since the community can go out to reduce the risk of COVID-19 to spread wider. Next is the problem statement. The first one is the cleanliness and hygiene. The food rider staff itself needs to follow the correct standard operating procedure or SOP in delivering food. If they didn't control the quality of their hygiene, the customer might bring up the issue about the food retailer cleanliness. Next is late delivery period. The late delivery problem may bring the issue from the customer to not feel satisfied with the delivery speed. Hence, it will encourage them to make complaints or rant about their bad quality of service on any online website. The third one is the condition of food packaging when delivered to customer. Food riders start delivering using a motorcycle. Customer may receive the food in a condition where the food could be burst out from the plastic because of the pressure inside their food delivery thermal bag. Next one, I'll be present about the research objective. The first objective for our research is to determine the quality of the food is still well maintained even on delivery. The second one, the retail issues objective also to study how online food delivery riders are aware and understand about the service. Next, I'll present about the scope of study. The researchers will distribute the questionnaire from a different place, which is from Negeri Sembilan, Johor, and Selangor. The reason why they did this because we all live in a different state. The researchers need to collect 10 respondents from their own place. So this study involved about 52 respondents among riders nearby in the area. The respondent will be for the food riders with the range of age within 18 years old to 40-year-olds and above. Next, I will pass to Nur Aida.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Naraida binti Mahir, mission number 23RM18F1011. And now I will continue about chapter 2, written issue justification. Okay, first is detail of the issue. Since COVID-19 shaken, the community cannot go out to buy food, especially to a working person or a single household when they do not have time to cook or they feel lazy to cook. They prefer to choose online food delivery, but food delivery can still be facing a few problems that need to be solved. Okay, next is the issue impact. The implication of the retail issue is to the online food delivery riders. Okay, next is the research, the area of research for retail issue. For the area of this research, we choose Muar in Johor, Sungai Kapak Indah, Kajang Prima and Tanjung Karang in Selangor, and lastly Jempol, Negeri Sembilan area. The reason why we choose our own place because the COVID-19 case keep increasing and the community is prohibited across to other states. Also because our place has a lot of food retailers that provide delivery and mostly online food delivery riders will be there to take the food to send to the customer. Okay, next is the method to solve. We choose distributing questionnaire through Google Forms. Okay, next I will present about the SWOT. Okay, first is strange. Okay, first is fresh food. All customers prefer freshly cooked food. When an online service that offer fresh meal to its customer, then it will attract the attention of many people, especially those who have tried others online service before. When you deliver the same service that you advertise, then it will give a lot of referrals. Next, for strange is online ordering. Online food delivery accept order through its website and mobile application. It connect customer and restaurants. Next is weakness, high turnover. Whenever they get a better opportunity, they immediately leave the food delivery job. Okay, next is opportunities. The COVID-19 has turned out to be deadly to all kinds of public catering, hotel and restaurants. But it has also presented an opportunity for online food delivery business to continue to grow and expand. Since people can go out in public place, the only option for them is to order on food online and get delivered at home. Okay, next is third. For the third is contaminated food is contaminated and it make people sick at once. Then that is not something they want because that will lead to negative marketing of the business and spread panic among the public. In fact, it happened at once people will not order delivery of your food again, no matter how strong your brand is. Okay, next I will continue. Pest. First is political. The government recommend new lifestyle norms to prevent the spread of COVID-19 by ordering food through food delivery application. Okay, next, economic. Convincing consumer to use food delivery service. Okay, for the social, younger users are open to new technology used to have no food service, but now in line with increasingly advanced technology, only order food at your fingertips. Okay, for the technology, make a live location for the customer to know where the food is and when the food arrives at the customer. Okay, next, for justifications, the rise of online food delivery has changed the way that many consumer and food supplier interact. Next is we want to identify and to prove that food delivery service are important to the community, especially during COVID-19. Okay, next, I will pass to Nur Zulaika.
Okay, next, my name is Nur Zulaika binti Mat Syukur. My metric number 1003. So I will continue about chapter 3, business project analysis and finding. So Dina. Okay, sample population. So the technique that we will be used to collect the data is a questionnaire. So since we are in different state, we collect the data by dividing into 10 respondents of each. So we create the questionnaire by using Google Form for the respondent. Sampling of population that we use is online food delivery riders. So have three parts of the questionnaire. So part A is respondent demographic, have gender, age, job position and race. So part B have respondent working background, which is to identify the rider from which organization and what their organization provide. So part C is Likert scale, have three variables, which is cleanliness and hygiene, service quality and food packaging. Next. So data collection for part A. For gender, have two gender, which is male and female. So male have 54%, female has 56%. So this showed that more male is answered the question rather than female because male are more exposed to motorcycle. For them, the motorcycle is easier to go anywhere, so that they are more likely to be a food rider by using the motorcycle. Compared to women, them are more comfortable riding in cars compared to motorcycle. So that's why men are more rider than a woman. So next is age. So age has 18 to 25 years old, 26 to 30 years old, and 31 to 35 years old. And lastly is 36 to 40 years old. So this show that most young people within 18 to 25 years old are the people who are answer the survey. It is because the condition of becoming of a food rider must be starting at 18 years of age or older. So next is job position. Position have part part-time and full-time. So part-time have 71% and full-time has 29%. So pandemic situation made the salary given by the employer is not enough to support their family and themselves. So some of them are fired because they are affected by this pandemic. So they become a food rider as another source of income to cover their life. So that's why the part-time is more than a full-time. So next is race. So race has a Malay, Indian, Chinese and others. So that most people who are Malay tend to answer the survey. It is because according to a statement in portalmalaysia.gov, therefore the highest ethnic in Malaysia is Malay community. That's why in the many ethnic Malaysia who are answer this questionnaire. So next is a data collection for part B. So firstly, in which organization of the online food delivery are you from? So first is Food Panda, GrabFood, Makan and Bungkusit. So Food Panda have 29 respondent. GrabFood have 18 respondent. Dah Makan have 4 respondent and Bungkusit has 1 respondent. So as we can see, Food Panda has a more respondent answer rate, and it is because we studied many riders from Food Panda and more store trusted the service than Food Panda because the service is fast and always on time. Food Panda also have expanded so that many store trust them. So this data show many rider from Food Panda because delivery from Food Panda is everywhere. Wherever we go, we will find his Food Panda rider on the road who is sending their customer order. So next is, do you follow the correct SOP to avoid COVID-19 in delivering food? So all the respondents say yes, which is 52 respondents. It is because all the citizens in Malaysia, especially online food delivery riders, are already aware to comply with the standard operating procedure. So from the data, we know that Malaysia citizens are still aware about the COVID-19 and care about themselves. So next is, does your service can order food from multiple restaurants at the same time? So have 40 respondents say yes and 12 respondents say no. So for yes, it is because they got the job by the online and requested from the customer. So online food delivery riders got the order from the apps and they need to catch up about the time and need from the customer. So for the respondents say no, it's maybe the company and the apps that respondent choose for their ride and they got the different opinion. So next is, how many times do you receive order each week on average? So for 29 respondents for 3 to 6 times per week. More than 6 times per week has 16 respondents and less than 3 times per week has 7 respondents. So as the result, it is because the increase in online order has also resulted in more orders being delivered by riders in a week. So as a result, they can earn more than every delivery they make. So the data from the respondent about received order each week shows that there are many people in Malaysia also use online food delivery on their daily life. So lastly is, what times of the day will be the highest peak for customer to use your service? So has 22 respondents, which is 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. is because more customer likely to order food from online food delivery during that time, and it is their lunch time and last time, and choosing online food delivery is easy method for them. So next, we can see there are two same respondent, which is 9 respondent at 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. So during that time, we also know that the riders also got many customer. So next, have 7 respondent at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. because during the time customer are just got home from work and they choose online food delivery if they do not know what to cook. So next is we got the 2 type of same respondent, which is 3 respondent at 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. And lastly is 11 p.m. or later. We just only got 1 respondent. It is because during the time they do not get many order from customer and a handful respondent were not working at the time. So next I will pass to Siti Fatimah.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Fatima and my metric number is 1027. Okay, I will present for part C, data collection. For variable 1, question is about cleanliness and hygiene. Question 1 until question 4 is about cleanliness and hygiene. Okay, for question 1, I always use hand sanitizer before and after I pick up the food for the customer. Question 2, I always wear face mask everywhere I go, especially if I want to deliver food. Okay, for question 3, I always practice 1 meter distance every time I deliver food to the customer. And question 4, I always follow the correct SOP to avoid COVID-19 from spreading to my customer. Okay, after we collect the data, 32 answer for strongly agree for question 1, 19 answer for agree and 3 answer for neutral. For question 2, 39 answer for question 2, strongly agree, 12 answer for agree and 1 answer for neutral. For question 3, 36 answer for sorry, 36 answer for strongly agree, 15 answer for agree, and 1 answer for neutral. For question 4, 33 answer for strongly agree, 15 answer for agree, and 4 answer for neutral. Okay, next variable 2 question is about service quality. The question is from question 5 until question 8. Question 5, I believe speed is one of the important factors to deliver food to the customer. Question 6 is, I believe ordering from online food delivery will save a lot of time for the customer. Question 7, the number of orders in online food delivery are increasing after COVID-19 erupted. Okay, for question 8, I believe online food delivery service is something that our community need in COVID-19 condition. Okay, when we collect data, 30 answer for strongly agree for question 5, 15 answer for agree, 5 answer for neutral, and 2 answer for disagree. For question 6, 32 answer for strongly agree, 16 answer for agree, and 4 answer for neutral. Okay, next is question 7, 37 answer for strongly agree, 12 answer for agree, and 3 answer for neutral. For question 8, 38 answer for strongly agree, 12 answer for agree, and 2 answer for neutral. Okay, and then lastly, variable 3 question is about food packaging. The question is from question 9 until question 13. Question 9, I believe food packaging could be one of factors that attribute in quality of food delivery. Question 10, I believe packaging is vital for protecting food against external microbes and bacteria. Question 11, I believe customers would love strong food packaging to avoid food bursts out from the packaging. Question 12, I believe recyclable food packaging such as box are safer for food delivery. And then lastly, I believe using plastic as food packaging have more risk for the food to outburst while delivering. Okay, for question 9, 35 the answer for strongly agree, 15 answer for agree, and 2 answer for neutral. For question 10, 35 answer for strongly agree, 15 answer for agree, and 2 answer for neutral. For question 11, 35 answer for 35 answer for strongly agree, 14 answer for agree, and 3 answer for neutral. For question 12, 32 answer for strongly agree, 13 answer for agree, 6 answer for neutral, and 1 answer for disagree. Okay, for the last question, 32 answer for strongly agree, 15 answer for agree, 3 answer for neutral, and 2 answer for disagree. Okay, next I will present for demographic information of respondent. Okay, for gender, 28 from 52 respondents are male, which is 53.8% rather than female. 24 respondents only, and the percentage is 46.2%. This is because men are more brave and tend to choose jobs in the full riders online food delivery. Okay, next is age. For the age of respondent is 18 until 25 years old, where we got 42 respondents and the percentage is 18.8%. This show more young people are choosing this job. Next is 26 until 30 years old. The frequency of respondent is 7 and the percentage is 13.5%. Okay, next is 31 until 35 years old. The frequency we found is 2 and the percentage is 3.8%. And the lastly, the 36 until 40 years old. The frequency is 1 and the percentage is 1.9%. For job position, among 52 respondents, we got 57 respondents working part-time, which was riders online food delivery, and the percentage is 71.2%. This show that they choose to be online food delivery riders as part-time for their free time or when they are working hour end. Okay, last is race. Okay, Malay race are the highest respondent, were 42 respondents of 18.8%. This is because Malaysia has many Malay races other than other races. Okay, and the second highest is respondent is Indian races, where 6 respondents are 11.5%. And then lastly, we can see Chinese race and others are not many respondents. We will got 2 respondents for Chinese races and others, and the percentage is 3.8%. Next is data analysis and results. For overall mean for cleanliness and hygiene, we got 4.6 for 4.64, and the interpretation is high. For service quality is 4.57. The interpretation also high, and the lastly is food packaging 4.55. The interpretation also high. Okay, next is impact to retail issue. First, ensure full rider comply with the standard operating procedure (SOP). When the COVID-19 pandemic hit, it was very important for full riders to comply with the standard operating procedure set by the government, such as maintain a distance of 1 meter for customers, wear a face mask during delivery, and avoid contact with food delivery, and thus indirectly the online food delivery company will not be paid by any customer. Second is increase efficiency service among food riders. Each food rider has their own special apps, and from the apps, the system will send the custom orders through their special app. Food riders should take quick steps to pick up food from food restaurant ordered by customers and immediately deliver food to the customer. Okay, third is to ensure the food packaging are still in good condition on delivery. To maintain cleanliness by the food rider, they must also ensure that the thermal bag is always clean and washed and sanitized before use. Okay, next, to solve the problem. First, online food delivery service are important to the community, especially during COVID-19. When the COVID-19 pandemic hit, we found that online food delivery is one of the important to the community because all the customers are not allowed to get out of the house during the MCO line. Customers find it difficult to get raw materials, or they find find it difficult to fill their kitchen space when MCO is carried out. So one of the steps for customers to get food sources is to use online food delivery and place food orders. Okay, second is avoid or stop the spread of COVID-19. From the retail issue which we are studying, we find there are various methods and the best steps to avoid or stop the spread of COVID-19. From the questionnaire that we distribute, also we can identify what are the problems faced by the riders when COVID-19 pandemic hits. The riders and also the customers must avoid contacting each other to make sure the COVID-19 virus is not easy to spread. The riders can work safely and securely, and we can live a normal life as usual. Okay, third is good quality of food packaging delivery. Okay, in addition to maintaining safety measures, riders have also been accustomed to instructions by the government to always maintain hygiene in terms of personal hygiene. For example, frequent hand washing, frequent use of hand sanitizer, and most importantly, wearing face mask when delivering food to customers. Okay, next I will pass to Shamira Misara.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Shamira Mesara binti Zaruddin and my metric number 1018. So I will continue for the chapter 4, which is the suggestion and improvement, and lastly the conclusion. For the suggestion, COVID-19 has proved that a lot of services are affected by it, but not for online food delivery. Most of the online food delivery companies have already overcome the problem to maintain their services among the other competitors. So we hope online food delivery services are always can still be carried out well even with the current pandemic situation. Okay, so lastly, for the conclusion, 2020 has become a challenging year after COVID-19 spread to the whole world. The online food delivery services has become a very important part for the community to order the food. And lastly, the food delivery services are perceived to be rider and the problems that are not valid for this research, as the problem has been overcome by the delivery service and rider itself. Okay, so that's all from us. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.